Bizarre sights are turning up all over the world.
They told us that they've seen some figure of a girl with a tail of a fish, and she was smiling at them and then jumped and disappeared after a few seconds.
And these moments are unbelievable.
Oh, hell no. That's crazy.
Strange creatures, unexplainable footage, and mythical beings seen in real life. Caught on camera that shocked everyone.
What on earth is that?
You see that right there? A mermaid.
And if it wasn't for these captures, no one would have believed it. Mermaid sighting. People have been telling stories about seeing mermaids for ages, but no one ever had proof. Now, a super old video has surfaced that seems to show a real mermaid swimming around. The video is said to be from 75 years ago, making it the oldest possible mermaid footage ever seen. But not everyone believes it's real. Some people think it's fake, and that someone made it look old using a computer. So, is it a real mermaid, or just a really good fake? Cave mermaid. In 2016, divers exploring a submerged cave in Mexico recorded footage that left viewers shaken. At first, it seemed like just another dive, until they spotted something lurking in the shadows. Believing it to be another diver, they continued, only to realize it was something else entirely. A strange figure darted through the water faster than any human could swim, before disappearing into the murky depths. Some claimed it was the ghost of a drowned tourist, while others were convinced it was a mermaid hiding within the cave. The footage remains unexplained, a haunting glimpse into the mysterious underwater world. Fisherman caught merman. In the Philippines, a fisherman in General Santos City reeled in what might be the catch of the century. At first glance, it appeared to be a large fish, but as they pulled it ashore, the truth shocked everyone. The creature had a massive tail and golden hair, resembling a male mermaid or a merman. Onlookers gathered, baffled by the sight, inspecting this strange being. While skeptics debated whether it was an elaborate hoax, locals believed they had witnessed the capture of a mythical creature. Real or fake, the encounter has left many questioning what truly lies beneath the ocean's surface. Siren caught. Two people in hazmat suits were caught near a shore in an undisclosed location. They were carrying something with them, most likely a bag. As the cameraman hides behind a wall, it is revealed why they were there. They picked something, or someone, out of the water and placed them on the white bag. Looking closely, you can tell that the unidentified specimen had 2 arms, and a fin like a siren. The person recording got too jumpy and left the area, so we do not know what happened afterwards. Mermaid caught on camera.
What on earth is that?
You see that right there? A mermaid.
Now this video is pretty unbelievable, and I mean that in the nicest way possible. Couple of buddies allegedly had seen a mermaid at this spot, but were unable to ever catch one on camera. Little did they know their luck was about to change. While setting up for the shot, one of them notices some disturbance in the water and points at it. This is what happened next. That looks like really bad editing if you ask me.
First of all, mermaids. They're real. Get over it.
Strange specimen. At the beginning of the video, it's difficult to tell exactly what is taking place, but soon everything starts to make sense. It looked like the mermaid or siren was sunbathing. Yeah, I know, unbelievable, but it makes sense because they spend most of their time under the sea, so they're getting some of that vitamin D. The creature notices the cameraman and jumps back into the water. Like the video if you think it's fake, or share with your friends if you believe it to be real. Christmas monster. This creepy creature walking on 4 legs was captured this year a day before Christmas in Russia. It was spotted by a man as it made its way through the driveway. The creature was moving very erratically. Whether it's real or not, no one wants to see this lurking inside their house. That's for sure. Ghoulish figure.
She is getting down there.
A driver passing through a cemetery in Akron stumbled upon a sinister sight. In the dim light, a creature hunched over, clawing at the mud, as if digging for something or someone. Chills ran down his spine as he filmed from a safe distance. The eerie setting, a graveyard, fueled theories of man-eaters or supernatural predators. Skeptics dismissed it as a hoax, but locals were convinced that authorities might be keeping the truth under wraps. The driver was lucky to keep his distance because whatever it was, its intent seemed far from harmless. Was it a ghoulish scavenger or something far worse?
Super weird.
Evil creature.
It knows something's going on, man. This thing is... oh my gosh.
When a man claimed to have captured an evil spirit on camera in his backyard, people asked for proof, and this is what he came up with. After seeing this creepy, slimy entity for some time, he recorded it to show the world. Near the trampoline, you can see a sinister figure. The creature resembled a stretched-out human with unnaturally long arms and limbs. Rick described it as an evil spirit, a demonic entity that had been tormenting him. Looking at the footage, you'd agree. It certainly looks like something straight out of a nightmare.
This thing is looking weird. Oh my gosh.
Strange mutation. Possible Siren was caught on camera somewhere in Chile. It was resting on a rock when few locals saw it trying to come on the road. They immediately started recording, and that seemed to annoy the creature. I think it realized it could no longer come on land, so it jumped back into the ocean and soon disappeared. After looking at the footage, I have come to the conclusion that the video is probably fake. But what do you think? Tiny humanoid. In 2011, a mother in Argentina recorded her son playing, but it wasn't her child that caught viewers' attention. In the background, a small, shadowy figure darted from the kitchen toward the backyard. At first, she thought it was a rat, but when she slowed the footage, it became clear. The creature was humanoid, its movements fast and deliberate. By the time she realized what she had filmed, the being had vanished. Was it a goblin? A spirit? Or something else entirely? The unexplained clip remains one of the eeriest encounters ever caught on camera. Dogman werewolf. In 2023, a man wandering through a dark forest stumbled upon a creature straight from nightmares. 2 glowing blue dots stared back at him from the shadows, unblinking and cold. Suddenly, an enormous figure emerged, a dogman werewolf, towering and terrifying. Frozen in fear, the man couldn't move. The creature stood silently, its form barely visible in the moonlight. As the first rays of dawn appeared, the werewolf melted back into the forest, vanishing without a trace. Though the man escaped unharmed, the encounter left him haunted. Was it an actual werewolf, or something even darker prowling those woods? Zangbeto. It is not a man heavily dressed, but rather a revered entity. The structure is empty from the inside, so how does it dance, speak, and protect the locals? Well, in voodoo rituals, this is a powerful entity named Zangbeto that wards off any evil spirits and wicked individuals. It is certainly a mystery, something that I have been unable to wrap my head around. Is this real, or am I missing something? Flying Santa. On Christmas Eve, a Santa was allegedly seen by 2 people flying through the night sky. Although the first one isn't as clear, it's still possible to see a sleigh up in the air. The second one, however, was recorded from an airplane window. This individual was much closer, and they captured this. Definitely something to show to the kids. End of time. Imagine a world where a creature like this exists, or worse, what if they do? The giant creature had a large hump from where 4 bony limbs extended and its neck was hanging low. But all fun ends here, because the question I asked earlier is exactly why this video was produced. Moon Productions wanted to create such an ambiance of creatures that look like the end of times. Flying entity. A flying man was spotted in India near a historical site. The whole scene played out in broad daylight, and everybody present seemed to be startled by the odd entity. This flying entity quickly flew away from the location after surveying the area. It's been 9 years since the video was uploaded, and to this day, no one is sure what they witnessed. Working out. Speaking of exercising, take a look at this alleged giant doing push-ups at the top of the mountain. It was a slender giant that was preparing for something, and let's just hope whatever it has planned does not include humans. Or maybe that's exactly the future the creature wants. Man, the comments on this video were something else. This was my favorite. If you found the comments funny, why not like this video and share it with your friends? Deformed alien. What this couple caught on camera absolutely terrified them. They were camping when they heard strange noises coming from nearby. To look for the source, the couple came out and saw something sitting on top of rubble stones, which seemed a lot like an alien, but not exactly in the same shape. When the video was uploaded, people started believing that it was a deformed alien, and from the way that it just kept sitting there making noises, not even noticing the people around it, creeped everyone out even more. Deformed mermaid. You might have heard of mermaids. Let's see one caught on camera. A man discovered this at Lake Xalotlan in Nicaragua, a half-human, half-fish creature that looks like a mermaid from folklore. This strange humanoid appeared to be stranded on a wooden dock, struggling to return to the water. With its mix of human and fish features, the creature resembled something straight out of a myth, challenging what many people believed could exist. The creature managed to slip back into the water, disappearing into the depths, and keeping its existence hidden from the world. Hybrid man. Residents of Limpopo, South Africa have seen several sightings of a mystery, half-human, half-dog creature that has been terrifying the locals. This footage is from the same location, just outside the town, and it can be seen walking on all fours. But shockingly, this hybrid man had 2 dogs with him. People have started to look for this enigmatic creature, but even after 6 years, this is the only footage of the alleged hybrid man creature. It is 100% real, and the dogs seem to consider him one of the pack. Hospital creature. A CCTV recording of a hospital in Brazil caught something very unusual in one of its cameras. Everything was normal, and at the 15-second mark, a staff member can be seen leaving the hospital. But right behind him, this creature was caught stalking him from one of the rooms. It walked steadily, as if it was sneaking around, being extra careful not to be spotted by anyone. It was searching for someone in specific, and the footage has intrigued many, but there are some that doubt it's real. Huge tree spider. This enormous spider was spotted on a Christmas tree in France. At first, the person thought it was animatronic, but was later terrified to see how real it looked. After noticing the person, the arachnid tried to hide behind the tree. It was too big to be a normal spider, and too real to be a fake one. But as always, you decide. Taller than trees.
Looking at us.
I don't see it.
Moving now.
Not all backpacking trips are the same, and this one certainly did not go as planned. During the annual Marble Mountains expedition, hiker and guide Jim Millis was with a group of hikers when they filmed a large humanoid on top of one of the mountain ranges. According to Jim, the video has not been tampered with in any way, and also claims the creature is real, as he shows the tall figure walking down the side of the mountain. Even if this isn't Bigfoot, the video still shows a really large individual.
It's walking that way. Choose. Okay. See that?
Creepy cryptid.
You see its face clearly.
Someone in Kentucky recorded a bizarre creature lurking outside their home. The video shows a white, hunched-over creature walking in the middle of the street late at night. This frightening, creepy creature seemed to be looking left and right and walked as if it was sneaking, searching for something, or disturbingly for someone. The person recording this vile creature zoomed in, and in a bone-chilling revelation, it appeared to have no facial features that were evident. Two explanations here. Either it was just poor camera quality, or it was some mystery creature.
You see its face clearly.
Mutated spider.
Kaitan. Oi, oi.
This is what happens when a scene from a horror movie comes to life. The people of Croatia were gripped by fear and panic when a huge spider invaded their town. Netizens believed it was a government hybrid experiment that went terribly wrong. Oh, but worry not. It was simply a prank pulled by someone, as the creature was simply animated.
Ajme grozno. Ja neću moći spavati jer je stvarno grozno.
Scariest encounter. The person recording saw a mysterious black figure trying to hide behind the tall grass in an open field. This unidentifiable dark creature was moving around and tried to get up, only to go back to its earlier position. Its face resembled a Sasquatch, but it's hard to say anything for sure. Then the creature started moving closer to the person recording without any hesitation, as if it was not scared of anything. When it got too close for comfort, the person ran out of there, with the creature right behind. Bizarre humanoid. This is not what they thought it was. At first, people thought it was something made out of foam or debris that had conveniently taken a recognizable shape. But then, it was caught moving, making the whole incident very bizarre. It was caught near a riverbed in China by locals, and as seen in the video, one of them was holding it for the camera. It also appeared to have an eyeball, or something similar, but expert theories suggest that it was a mass sponge that was made into a humanoid shape by the locals for views. Superstore lizard. Some Thai shoppers were sent into a frenzy after a giant monitor lizard was spotted climbing a supermarket shelf. Everyone was asked to evacuate, but some brave souls stayed behind to record this bizarre moment. Look how easily it scaled the shelves. The lizard was 2 meters long. Nobody was hurt during all of this, and later authorities captured this beast of a lizard. Monitor lizards are common in Thailand, but in a supermarket? Yeah, that's 1 in a million moment right there.
Oh, no.
Witchcraft, levitation. This is something beyond levitation. Some sort of dark magic or witchcraft took place in Africa, where a man not only started levitating, but could be seen flipping around in the air. At first, I thought he was attached to a string, but it is clear as day, and there appears to be nothing but clouds above him. So what is this exactly? An invisible wire or invisible spirits? You decide. Pegasus caught on camera. Over Saudi Arabia's foggy skies, witnesses captured what could only be described as mythical. A winged creature resembling the legendary Pegasus glided through the clouds, unlike anything seen before. The blurry footage added to the mystery, as people argued online that it was an illusion or a trick of the light. But for believers, it was undeniable proof that the fabled winged horse of Greek mythology had come to life. Could this sighting be the first real evidence of Pegasus, or just another enigma lost to the clouds? Dog spot shadowy figure. In 2021, CCTV footage captured something lurking in a dark alleyway that sent the dogs running for their lives. The incident took place in an unknown location after midnight, when something creeping in the shadows terrified one of the dogs. The dog started walking backward, and suddenly, a dark, shadowy figure emerged out of nowhere. It slowly made its way toward the dog, so the terrified feline ran out of there. Look how creepily the dark shadow can be seen walking down the alleyway as it moved out of sight. It even had arms and legs. Mysterious CCTV footage. Surveillance cameras caught the most strange behavior ever recorded by dogs. In this clip, you can see 8 stray dogs roaming the streets of Turkey as they pass by a lonesome car. But for some unknown reason, they decided to turn around and began furiously biting the car, destroying it piece by piece. They bit the tires and even managed to rip the entire front bumper off. What the heck even happened here? The behavior is totally unexplainable, but it's surely giving me chills all the way. Slender Man. In 2017, a boy set up his camera to record himself cycling, but what it captured instead was bone-chilling. Hidden among the trees in the background, an unnaturally tall figure emerged, dressed in a black suit. It moved slowly, blending eerily into the shadows. When the boy reviewed the footage, he recognized the unmistakable form of Slender Man, the legendary stalker of urban myths. Unaware of the danger that had loomed behind him, the boy escaped unharmed. But the sighting remains a haunting reminder that some legends might be more real than we think.
I'm trying out my new
Cave Cryptid. While exploring, a couple stumbled upon an abandoned mine shaft. Just as they were about to move on, a screeching noise from inside caught their attention and sparked their curiosity. They decided to enter the cave but found nothing. Convinced of what they had heard, they continued on. In the extreme darkness, behind the bars, they spotted a pair of glowing eyes. The creature seemed irritated by their presence and briefly revealed itself to scare them away. To this day, people are still wondering what this mysterious creature was, but no clear answers have emerged. Unbelievable creature video. You might assume that aliens arrive in UFOs, but not always. In 2020, a street camera captured a spooky humanoid creature. It was small and sleek, with a notably large head. The mystery was quickly unraveled by the public, who identified the creature as an alien. They claimed it had become trapped on a roof and had to climb down to escape. Despite its unsettling appearance, the alien showed impressive agility and managed to land on the ground without any harm. The footage sparked widespread speculation, but the creature's smooth escape suggested it had some remarkable skills. Gator invaded home.
Have is a vision of his huge head. He's just gigantic head.
In Florida, a woman got the surprise of her life when she woke up to find an 11-foot alligator in her kitchen. Sounds unbelievable, but it's true, and the sight was something you'd have to see to believe. Later, when she was interviewed, she explained that the front door had a magnetic closure, and the gator simply pushed its way inside, making itself comfortable before wandering into the kitchen. Thankfully, it didn't get into the fridge, or at least that's what we think. But who knows what the gator was really after?
There is a gigantic alligator in my kitchen.
Pride of lions. The owners of this mansion had the fright of their life as not one, not two, but an entire pride of lion was chilling at the patio. They came face to face with the unexpected guests when checking a relative's property in South Africa. The 6 lazy lions were lounging around the patio before eventually leaving the area. And boy, are we glad the predators were well fed otherwise. This would have been a different kind of story. Lake Titicaca Mermaid. While boating on Lake Titicaca, tourists from Bolivia witnessed something straight out of a legend. A strange creature surfaced, its face eerily human-like, swimming gracefully in the choppy waters. At first, they thought it was a diver or a known sea animal, but reviewing their footage later, they noticed its unnatural movements and ability to breathe underwater. Then, just as suddenly, it vanished. Theories ranged from a mythical mermaid to an undiscovered species. Chillingly, the waves it swam through were impossibly strong for a human. Could it really have been a mermaid? Or was this an encounter with the unknown?
Sorprendida por todo lo que hemos visto porque
Pigzilla. A giant isn't only someone that is from another world. They can be something that lives here on Earth. This massive hunk of a boar was caught rummaging through the trash in one of the suburbs of Hong Kong. It was with its family, and even they looked bigger than the average boar. The animal faced little to no issue in getting the food from the dumpster, and looked like it had been going to the gym regularly. Maybe I should start working out as well. Creepy clown. This nightmare of coulrophobia starts with a creepy clown walking up with a heavy sack all covered with red liquid. After throwing the mysterious sack on the floor, he tried to peek inside the house and stared into the camera with a terrifying smile, displaying that he was up to no good. Some believed him to be one of the sadistic clowns that were involved in the mysterious assassinations. People took it as a serious warning against mocking and laughing at these costumed men. Whatever would be the reason behind this puzzling act, I just want to know what he was carrying inside the sack. Levitating shaman. After placing himself inside a ring of fire and contacting the spirits, this African shaman shocked the film crew. Once darkness fell, he began his ritual and started levitating. The crew were stunned and thought it was a trick or an illusion. But once the camera panned around, they realized it was real. It became obvious that this shaman had gained control of the paranormal and could defy the laws of physics. Carnivore deer.
You eating a snake?
Oh dear. In a captivating encounter, nature's rules were rewritten as a deer defied its herbivore status and devoured a snake. The person recording was astounded when he came across a deer munching on a snake. Now we do not know if the deer hunted the snake or just found it, but by looking at the scene, nothing can be said for sure. I mean, really, what was the meaning of this incident? Whatever may be the case, it is very unnerving to look at something as bizarre as this. Bizarre footage. This has to be some sort of a ritual, right? Bizarre footage of hundreds of ducks surrounding a car left netizens around the globe utterly shocked. The peculiar event took place in China, and there is still no information regarding it. It was indeed a mysterious act by the ducks that caused a huge traffic jam. The people in the car didn't even try to come out, most probably because they were also confused out of their minds. UFO in Sweden. Night vision caught a strange thing in the sky. On 5th February 2024, a Swedish person caught a strange craft flying through the night sky. Since it was dark, they had to use night vision in order to capture this mysterious footage. The UFO can be seen going at speeds much faster than any known flying craft, which disapproved of any theories that it was a blimp. Its shape also did not match any of the crafts ever seen by humankind. With unmatched speed and peculiar shape, people are convinced that aliens have landed in Sweden. Levitating monk.
You have power
of levitation.
Do you believe in levitation? If not, then this monk might just change your mind. He carefully placed himself on the floor and started his spiritualistic chanting, and then slowly lifted from the floor. The crew were baffled by all of this, but I am not buying it. The camera doesn't ever show us what's behind him once he is levitating. His robe and the curtain behind him can easily hide something. Sewer monster. When a man in search of strange noises decided to explore a sewer, he uncovered something horrifying. At first, the tunnel seemed empty, but then glowing eyes pierced through the darkness. A slimy, shadowy figure shifted just beyond the camera's reach. Known locally as a fatberg, the creature was said to thrive in the filth of sewers, but no one could confirm what it was. Before the man could get closer, it vanished, leaving behind only the echoes of its unsettling presence. Was it a sewer creature, or did he stumble upon something that should have stayed hidden? Crazy footage. If you're in Brazil, be careful. A terrifying insect-like creature was caught haunting the streets of Brazil back in 2020. The creature had 4 long, thin limbs that looked more like needles than legs. It also had a serpent-like tail, as the creature moved around the town with people unable to do anything about it. From different angles, the creature's shadow looked even stranger, which makes the video very suspicious. The subscriber's pick. Actual mermaid that was caught on camera, or perhaps it was a merman that was filmed. You be the judge, because there is something about this video that many are trying to figure out if it's real or not. The video begins by showing a strange creature sitting on a rock at the edge of a dam. Whatever this creature actually is, seems to be enjoying its time and not disturbing anyone. But then a similar creature is observed behind it. Looks like these two were on a family picnic. They soon left the area, but this footage has not revealed much, which is why people are not sure about what they just saw. What about you? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and thank you for watching. See you soon.